Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 of our third match. We're up against white-blue humans this time, and unfortunately, I think we have to mulligan. Do have some of the better cards in this matchup, the Stasis Snare, Bloodcurse Knight, and the Wasteland Strangler, but with only one land, even on the draw, especially with a card like Starfield that we're not going to be able to cast for quite a while, I think I'm comfortable mulliganing this, and this seems a little bit better. We got a Deadweight and a Concoction to buy us some time, some superfluous lands to discard to the Concoction, so I'll keep that and promptly send a Cave of Koilos to the bottom. So Gossipmonger, I don't think we need to deadweight that just yet. Which land to start with? I guess just a swamp and play the Concoction out. Can either keep the caves or use the Evolving Wilds to find a plains or something, and this will come into play untapped, so I think we're likely to discard the Caves of Koilos to our Concoction here. Next turn I can activate it, or play the Deadweight on, say, Thalia Lieutenant or Kytheon. Hopefully he plays a Kytheon and just deadweight him. Just going to transform. And nothing else. I'm alright with that, I think. So let's play Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. So we're really hoping for like a Wasteland Strangler to go along with our Angelic Purge. Exiling something, playing the Strangler, killing another thing. Doesn't get much better than that. This guy has 2 mana to pump. We'll give him an opportunity to do it, although I highly doubt he will. And let's go ahead and use it, I guess. Save ourselves a bit of damage. Discarding the Caves of Koilos. And just to save some time, we'll go ahead and fetch up. Ooh, he's got something to protect it. Okay. That's fine with me. So he's going to exile his 2 creatures. He's going to get another clue, unfortunately. And this will survive, but won't be able to do too much. So let's go ahead and find the plains now. Excuse me. And I could Angelic Purge a clue or a creature, but that doesn't seem very conducive to our game plan. So I'm going to just deadweight on the Gossipmonger. Take 1 next turn and hope we draw an answer. We've got extra lands to pitch to the Purge. Hoping to draw Demonic Pact. Starfield of Nyx wouldn't be too bad. Something good. I'm actually just going to Angelic Purge the Always Watching. Silkwrap, okay. I guess I want the double black, so I'll play the Caves and Purge. Oops, not the Inspector. That was a misclick. Let's go with the Always Watching. And we're going to discard the plains, I think. Or sacrifice. Not ideal, but we mulliganed and haven't found a lot of action. Just a couple of removal spells. Not ideal, but still in it. Another Always Watching. It's not kidding. They are always watching. Shambling Vent's good. Question is, do we Silkwrap that? I don't think so. I would rather use it against something that's actually dangerous with the Always Watching, like a Knight of the White Orchid or something. Like that one right there. So he'll get his land. If he plays like a Thalia Lieutenant, that could be bad. But we'll see. Wouldn't mind a Wasteland Strangler here. I have enough mana to both Silkwrap 1 and Strangler the other. He's just going to use his clue. Okay. Looks like we'll be Stasis Snaring something at a turn. Very likely. We do have the mana for it. That's good. So we will wrap you in soak. I guess I should, if he had 3 mana open for like another Eerie Interlude or something, I would rather have played the Silkwrap first before playing the extra land. Just a minor thing to note. His Knight would have come back and seen that I have more lands than he does or something, so something very minor, but worth noting. Another Inspector. Okay, so yeah, this is where Always Watching kind of makes my Flaying Tendrils less than good. But with the Shambling Vent, maybe we still have a shot. Another Stasis Snare. Alright. Unfortunately, not enough mana yet to activate the Vent and still hold up Snare. But unless he has another Always Watching, we can at least block with the Shambling Vent. He's got 6 cards in hand. Our 2 is not exactly where you want to be on the defending side of aggro. Thalia's Lieutenant does change things. Means I have to just snare one of these inspectors. No reason to let him attack, doesn't matter. Go ahead and scoop one of those up. Hope to draw, I guess, a Strangler would be okay to kill the Lieutenant, maybe. Going to 8. Alright, now I think I just have to draw a Languish to stay in. Oof, Archangel. Alright, we have the Stasis Snare for that, but it's not looking too good. So I'd love to get this down so we can start bringing back Deadweights every turn, but lost our Dragonlord. That makes me think if he sees that, he's going to keep his Reflector Mages in for sure if he hasn't left them in already. So we're going to take 5 and snare the Archangel. At least if he does attack, though, we can threaten to block the Lieutenant, so maybe he doesn't actually attack with the Lieutenant. Well, now that he has a human, he will, to give it another counter. They all attack. And yeah, we're on Languish or Bust next turn. That is, I think, the only card that will save me now. Going to 2. If it is an Avacyn or something, it's already just over. But okay. Not another Thalia's Lieutenant, I hope. Ojutai. Okay, that makes sense with the Always Watching. And there's a Pact. Too little, too late. Alright. So Ojutai is in the mix. That means... What does that mean? Instant speed answers. Board wipes. Sigil for more blockers, maybe? So Ojutai with Vigilance is rather nasty. What do we have against that? Maybe the Unmaking comes back in. Maybe the Negates. Disperses. I like all these cards. Tendrils, I think, is just a little too, especially on the draw, not good enough. But on the play, maybe I could justify keeping it in. He has to decide if he's going to flood the board with creatures or play just a couple more and Always Watching to back them up. If he's got Reflector Mages, then Dragonlord Silumgar is probably not going to cut it. So with that in mind, I think I just bring back maybe a command even, or an Unmaking. On the play, I'll bring a command back in. And don't really need more Starfields, don't think. Just want to stabilize and hopefully it's inevitable. So I'll bring Descend Upon the Sinful as an out to that situation. If he's got an Archangel and a Vigilant Ojutai or something. Definitely on the play. Seems fine. Got our lands. Once again, it'd be nice to have an exile effect on turn 2 or 1. Or, not on 1. But on turn 2, certainly a Silkwrap. Opponent mulligans to 6 and scratch the bottom. Hopefully it's not just a repeat of game 1 where he's stuck on 1 land for the longest time. Although, he did get us quite low with his multitude of low drops. There's a Kytheon. We have Languish, which I'm looking forward to casting. Next turn we got Oath of Jace, if nothing better. Turn after that, Languish. Hopefully it does not cast enough creatures to flip Kytheon. What is this? Is that also playing Geists, I wonder? Oof, that's tough. I wish we had this last turn. Oath of Jace, or Deadweight this thing. What is he holding up? A Negate, most likely? I think I'm just going to go with the Oath, let him counter it. My hand's fine. He doesn't counter it. Alright, so we got lands to last us forever. Yeah, just keep packed around. So what was that about? He's got to have 1s and 2 drops in hand. He's just going to go for the Always Watching. I'm happy with that. Deadweight. Alternatively, could play a Demonic Pact. Hope he taps out again next turn to cast more creatures. And even a Thalia Lieutenant or 2 would not save Kytheon. So let's get a Pact on board, actually. And hopefully we find an answer to our Pact. We left in a bunch. Between the, like, 5 cards we're going to see before we die. Hopefully something. Beating. He's tapping out for another Gideon. Okay, making a knight. I think we're just gonna kill Gideon and Gideon this turn, so deal 4, gain 4. Redirect to Gideon. That means he's probably got multiples or something, I'm gonna guess. He's gonna like emblem or something at some point. I know not, but we definitely want a Deadweight so that we can start bringing them back with Starfield. Could also just Languish and then like the following turn have a Deadweight and a Starfield ready in the same turn or something. Because we're going to likely draw 2 cards next turn. I'm just going to Languish this turn. Maybe that's a mistake with Always Watching out, but I just don't know what else he's got. 3/3, that's fine. I want to find an answer to this Pact, that's for sure. Ideally a demonic, Angelic Purge to deal with it. Angelic Purge would be great. Also take down that Archangel. Could make him discard his last card, but I really need to find an answer. Need to know if I need to play this other demonic. Okay, there we go. We found both an answer to the Knight and our own Demonic Pact. This Archangel, though, we got to think about how we're going to handle that. We did not find lands. So what I could do is play the Oath and know that I can play the Silkwrap. And if I find another land, I can Deadweight the Archangel just to lower its threateningness. I might do that. And discard his hand next turn. That way he can't counter whatever we're going to do. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Oath again. Draw 3 cards. Bloodcurse Knight and the Stasis Snare. That's good news. Alright, I can discard another Demonic Pact, knowing that we're going to have a Starfield up soon. Next turn I'm going to Silkwrap, so next turn I'll have like a Strangler and a Stasis Snare. I'm going to have to use the command rather, so bounce my thing and -3/-3 is Archangel, I guess. I'd like to keep the Bloodcurse Knight blocker that gains life. So, actually I just have so many things to do. I'm going to discard, I think, the Starfield. Hope to win without it, because I'm going to be bouncing Demonic Pacts. I think we can get by without it just fine. We've got like nothing in hand, so I'm not too worried about running out of answers, but I don't think I'm going to need the Starfield this game. And we'll try and just win off of the Bloodcurse Knights and Stranglers that we draw. Taking 4, not too much. Ojutai would be scary. Another Knight is not. We can even kill that with the Silumgar's command. So discard his hand. See what he had. Maybe an Eerie Interlude or something. That's what it was. Alright, so he's going to bounce and return. That is acceptable. I guess in case we find a land, we don't want him to trigger his Knight, so I might as well just do this now. The only way this is bad is if I find an Angelic Purge that I would rather use to remove the Pact. I will bounce and kill his Knight, though. Move this out of the way, if I can. So we'll get his Archangel back and have 1 card next turn. And we're not dead. to our pact. And we found a Prairie stream. Nice. Alright, so now what do? We're going to be going to 8. We've got a Stasis Snare, and then we can also Strangle to kill the Anafenza. I like that. Another one. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Take out the Archangel, and then immediately Strangle. And kill Anafenza again. She can't seem to catch a break. And I guess we'll put, I don't think if he has Ojutai's command, he can bring back the Knight, so I'll put the Angel in the graveyard. So the only cards I'm really worried about are more Angels and Ojutai's, but even that I think we can handle with the Silumgar's command. He doesn't play anything. We got a Silumgar's command if he does have like a Secure the Wastes or something. So I'll just attack with my Wasteland Strangler, play a Bloodcurse Knight, and pass. I'm losing my chance to counter, but I think I just would rather get the Knight on board. They would be token creatures, so they won't benefit from always watching. And he can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Knights, or soldiers rather. I think I just want to play the Knight. And maybe also the Strangler, just for added security. So we need black. No value off of it, but that's alright. I will not put a card into exile, from exile into the graveyard. And there was no Secure the Wastes or even an Avacyn, so that's good. We're going to start getting life back in a moment, so I think we got this in hand.